we are in New York, headed to Brooklyn for Next Level's Battle Circuit, where I'll be interviewing members of the esports team with the most documented wins worldwide. That's of course Empire Arcadia, the team created by Isaiah Triforce Johnson. It's gonna be hot, stick with us, because at the Lab Video Game TV, our game is never over.
So we're now here in New York, and we're going to Next Level Arcade, where they host their weekly tournaments, Battle Circuit, and we're going to get an actual inside look with Empire Arcadia and the players that have been around this team for almost 20 years, and they've gone through so much experience in the competitive gaming scene, fighting against some of the top players in the world to bring us the 13 EVO championships. Here's a look at it. So a lot of people, they know about Empire Arcadia because of us in fighting games. We've won about 21 world championships and over 2,000 tournaments, but 13 of those championships have come directly from fighting games at the Evolution World Fighting Game Championships. We had a set of guys that's been playing for so many years, so we've had one championship from Sanford Kelly, one from IFC Yipes, KDZ, Flocker, 5 of them from Justin Wong, and although he's won 9 altogether, and he's like the #1 fighting game player in the world if you even go statistically by how many wins. He has won more Evolution championships than any other player in the world. Then we also have guys like Perfect Legend. We have a ton of guys that have made these 13 EVO championships, but these specific guys here continue to play for the team and maintain the history of Empire Arcadia and our legacy as the most documented tournament winning video game team in the world.
10 minutes left, and we're going to start exactly at 8:30. Exactly at 8:30.
KDZ is he's our captain commander. For those who watch Bleach, you'll get the reference. He focuses on managing the entire fighting game division for Empire Arcadia, a job I used to do, but I've taken a big step back from that to focus more on the organization as a whole internationally. My job now focuses on global development for esports, especially for the African diaspora. So KDZ runs the fighting game division, and he plays games from Dragon Ball Fighter Z. He recently finished playing Street Fighter V, but he's now moved on to Soul Calibur 6 and so forth. So he goes to both Next Level, he goes to Philadelphia, he goes all over the place. He's been throughout a couple of the majors. He recently just came back from EVO in 2018, and he got top 8 at the Soul Calibur 6 Invitational. I think it was the inauguration for Soul Calibur 6 at Evolution, because they gave out the EVO medals. So he actually brought Empire Arcadia back to top 8 at EVO for the first time since 2014. So big shout outs to KDZ.
My name is Philip Atkinson, also known as KDZ, and I'm a long-standing member of the team Empire Arcadia. So I've been with Empire Arcadia for 10 years now. I joined in 2009. I was approached by Triforce, the owner of Empire Arcadia, right after my second place finish in Soul Calibur, the one I was talking about in Evolution. And the reason why I've stuck around is because I know the integrity of the man, and I see what the man goes through. I see the problems that he's had, and I know that abandoning him during those problems would give him even more. And it's not as if I'm hurting in my own life for recognition. So I'm willing to put my eggs in Triforce's basket. The thing that I'm good at is fighting games, particularly 3D games. So Soul Calibur is where I started playing fighting games. It's where I got my first accolade, which is the World Championship EVO 2009. I managed to get second place at my first EVO. And then I was able to transition that to 2D games. For Street Fighter 4, I got top 8 in 11 different majors. In Injustice in 2013, I was actually able to win the World Championship. And just last year, for the new 3D fighter, Soul Calibur 6, I was able to get top 8 at EVO again, which is particularly prestigious. Basically, getting top 8 at EVO gives you a medal, and it's something that you can boast about, because it makes you top 8 in the world at the game of your choice. When I was 8 years old, that was the first time I was ever taken to an arcade. That was 8 in the Break in Danella, New Jersey. and I saw fighting games for the first time. I immediately fell in love with them. I would go to the arcade like regularly because I lived close by, and I would always go there, and I would always lose to the competition that's there. No matter how long it took for me to wait for my game, I would always end up losing right away without learning anything. At some point, a player brought me into the FGC because he saw that I was losing all the time, but I was always showing up. And he started teaching me fighting game techniques. I didn't know these techniques existed. And that's where I started playing, like, seriously, like, when I started really getting into video games. Because before that, I would play on and off. I'd play Nintendo, I'd play some Mario, I'd play some Metroid, stuff like that. But I didn't really have a passion for video games. But I knew that I loved the one-on-one aspect, the competition, the fact that there's a cerebral match going on. But I didn't know how to get my foot in the door. But somebody saw that, brought me in, and that's where it started. So why aren't we more recognized globally? The short answer is that life isn't fair. We've won many championships over the years, dozens, several of which are world championships, and still we don't have the recognition that some teams with a much shorter lifespans have had. It's just not fair. It's not fair because people judge some people within the organization and punish the rest of the organization for it.
Okay, he's got a literal 0 life health bar.
GI?
Whoa!
Oh, and then
Foot
stops
stop.
on him. Nice delay.
Next we have is Antoine Lewis Hall, aka the legendary Wes. So when you think Smash Brothers, and a lot of people don't know this about Empire Arcadia, when you think Smash Brothers, Wes is the guy that literally runs all the Smash Brothers stuff for Empire Arcadia. We pretty much met their group of Deadly Alliance back in 2005 at Neutral Grounds, and there was a Smash Brothers tournament there, and they pretty much spanked us. So there's one of the few times EMP took a loss, but you know, we was like, you know something, if we can't beat them, have them join us. So Wes brought his team in along with Kubu, Dyer, and a bunch of other guys, and those guys have really represented us in the Smash Brothers. So every single Smash Brothers player you have ever known that's been in Empire Arcadia that's ever won anything, so whether it may be Armada, whether it may be Mewtwo King, whether it may be PC Chris, all of those guys have been under the Deadly Alliance banner because of the relationship we have with the Deadly Alliance division. They represent Empire Arcadia for Smash Brothers and everything Smash Brothers. So right now, Wes is leading the new generation of the Smash Brothers players for EMP, which is Sinji and Venia. We have Ninja Link out there who still comes out and competes. He literally, it was a DA Grand Finals. They call it the dead ass Grand Finals because of DA. And then you have Dyer and a couple of the guys who are still playing. Wes himself, as old as he is, he's like me. He still has it because he went to the Nintendo New York Smash Brothers tournament out recently and got third. So big shout outs to Wes. Keep it going, Wes.
What's going on, everyone? My name is Wes from Deadly Alliance of Empire Arcadia. As one of the oldest Smash Brothers players, probably of all time, what motivates me to play Smash or just compete in general is just me to test myself against all of these youngins to see if I actually, someone as old as me, could compete against all of the guys. I chose Smash as my game of choice because I feel it's like no other fighting game. It has all the elements from other fighting games plus new features like you have to worry about characters' percentages, how much lives you have, being knocked off the stage. I used to play Street Fighter when I was younger, but once Smash came out, I knew it was my game of choice, especially with me just playing a whole bunch of different people and have to worry about different styles. I think it's amazing that Nintendo actually has a console that's able to perform 8-player Smash. The reason why I say so is I think it will probably push the Smash Brothers community more in the limelight to be more of an esports game than what it is now. I like one-on-ones, but I think 4v4 is where everyone should kind of focus on. It's sad, but that's just my opinion. The community doesn't focus on it, but I really, really think the community should, just so everybody can take us more serious, and it might actually bring more people out. For all you guys at home that think Smash is a real fighting game, come see me at tournaments. I'll show you that it's a real fighting game.
And then now we have a long time standing member in EMP. A lot of people don't know about because he's kind of overlooked kind of went into the shadows, and that is Al, aka Rogue Yoshi Murray. So Al's, he's like a multi-Street Fighter or multi-fighting game player. He plays a bunch of different fighting games, but and what he's known for is this huge glitch in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 with I think it's Virgil and some other character. I'm not really big on the Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Marvel 2 was my thing that I was really into, but he had a huge glitch on it, and he really gets into the games, and he do a lot of exploitations. But now he's focused on Dragon Ball Fighter Z, and he is literally, and I quote, and this is not my opinion, you can ask the fighting game community, the best Nappa in the world. Rogue Yoshi focuses on playing up all the different fighting games from King of Fighters to Fire EX Layer, Dragon Ball Z, and more. And he helps his sponsor. He has his own personal sponsor, Sector X Gaming or Sector X Esports, and he does a bunch of things for them in terms of broadcasting and other jobs at graphic design and stuff like that that people do in the esports organization. So big shout outs to Rogue Yoshi's sponsor, Sector X. But Rogue Yoshi focuses on getting us represented in Dragon Ball Fighter Z. And last year in 2018, Evo had 2,600 plus players for Dragon Ball Fighter Z, and I think it was the #1 game for Evo. It had the most entries. And Rogue Yoshi, who uses Nappa, who's not even considered a high tier character, got top 49 out of 2,600 something players. He continues to go on in Philadelphia, and he plays in the Go for Broke monthlies and the NSC championships. And he won the first NSC championship in Philadelphia not too long ago against players such as Lord Knight, Sage, and other couple top players. So big shout outs to Rogue Yoshi. I appreciate everything you do for us. Keep doing it. And shout outs to the FGC lab out in Philadelphia, and also to the guys for the Bros Calamity. Big work. You guys do a lot of work, and we always want to support you guys. So keep bigging up yourself.
My name is Al Murray. I'm a part of Empire Arcadia as an esports player. I'm currently known for Dragon Ball Fighters and Fighting EX Layer, but I play a wide wealth of games competitively. I've had notable results for other games such as Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Blaze Blue, King of Fighters, etc. Outside of competing in tournaments, what I'd like to do in esports is I'd like to make all kinds of tutorials for different games, and I'd like to even go as far as doing coaching for people. And also I'd like to develop my own games, competitive games in the future, since I do program video games as a hobby, and I program apps professionally.
No, everything is safe. Oh my God, the legs! Damn!
So as you guys can see, Empire Arcadia is still on the rise. We're still moving. We're never going to stop, because at the Lab Video Game TV, our game is never over.